evening. My name's Bridget, and I'm an expert opera singer. And I might be a D-I-V-A, but I'm definitely not a DIY expert. And according to those lovely people at DIY Blinds, that doesn't matter at all, as you don't need to be one to measure and install your shutters. But before you give your undivided attention to my performance, but non-expert DIY Blinds have asked me to show you how quick and easy it is to measure up your windows for your new shutters. The first thing is to decide whether you want your shutters to sit on the inside of the window frame as a recess fit or on the outside of the frame as a face fit. Once you've worked out which fit's the right fit for you, it's time to select your shutter frames. The small L frame is great for most square windows, but if you don't like the L frame, there's plenty more keys on the piano. It's important to note down your preferred shutter option. Check out our frame guide to work out if you want a full frame or a three-sided frame. Now, let's check if your bay windows have been installed at 45 or 90 degree angles. If you're worried they're not joined together at 45 degrees, you can make sure by folding a piece of A4 paper like this and placing it into the corner. If both sides are flush with your window, then your angle is 45 degrees. To check if it's 90 degrees, place a piece of A4 paper in the corner, and if it fits snugly, you know it's a 90-degree corner. Now the angles are all sorted, I think I deserve a standing ovation! But the show must go on. For a recess fit, measure the exact inside width of each window section across the top, middle, and bottom. And voila! The smallest measurement is your shutter frame width. Next, measure the exact inside height of your window recess on the left, middle, and right-hand side. The smallest measurement is your shutter frame drop. For a face fit, measure the exact outside width of your window frame across the top, middle, and bottom. Now, repeat for each window. Keep track of the larger width measurements for your left and right windows and the smaller width measurement for your middle window. These three measurements make your shutter frame width. For a face fit, measure the outside height of your window from top to bottom across all your windows. If your window doesn't have a window frame and you're choosing a face fit, measure the width of the window and add 40 mm to the left and right window measurements only. This is where the outside of the frame will fit. Next, measure the exact height of your window frame on the left, middle, and on the right. Once again, if you don't have a window frame, measure the height of the window and add 80 mm. The largest measurement is your shutter frame drop. If you have a window sill, you'll measure from the top of the frame down to the flat surface of the sill. By the way, you'll need a mid-rail for drops of more than 1500 mm, so measure from the bottom of where your shutter will sit to the midpoint of where you'd like the mid-rail to be. For 3 or more panels, if your panels aren't all the same size, you will need to measure for your T-post. This is the upright section of the frame that the middle panel is hung from. Measure from the left inside edge, where your shutter will sit, to the midpoint, where your T-post will be. Make sure you keep a note of where you want your panel hinges to go for each panel. Now, you're all set to order your shutters. For my next performance, I'll show you how to install them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You love me, don't you? You're too kind. 1-300-918-3918.